I already told you, I wasn't shy about saying it. I said this system is not reformable. Nigeria will either descend into chaos or it might be saved by a revolution. The only way it is a revolution is when there is a plan for the day after the chaos. But the descent into chaos has already begun.
Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. And sometimes this truth fit us for trouble. But we don't mind. Just as some of you have heard, the arrest, in fact, not arrest, the abduction of Femi Farotimi. The guy, why he was arrested and how it happened is something you guys need to hear and see for yourself.
I was sitting in my office. Mr. Farotimi used to work here. He retired about 5 years ago. But he comes here once in a while. So I was sitting in my office when he came in, and he walked into what used to be his office. And while he was there, I was walking, and then I heard this commotion. I heard the commotion, and I opened my door, and I saw some men in jeans, and they had a vest, RRX, and Rapid Response Squad, and they had guns. And one of them walked towards me and said, "Give me your phone." And I said, "Why do you want my phone?" And he said, "I'm going to shoot you, give me my phone." And he took my phone from me, and then I followed him, trying to inquire. Yes, he threatened to shoot me. Okay. So I walked towards him, inquiring, "Who are you, what?" And he said, then he raised his gun and said he was going to shoot me if I come near him. So I stood where I was, and then I saw them walk with Mr. Farotimi down through the lounge where we were standing, and then they went downstairs. And it happened very quickly, and in a few minutes they were out of here. And whilst that was happening, I could hear my cleaner crying downstairs. So I went downstairs. I tried to find out what was happening, and she then told me that they assaulted her. She was beaten, and then they took the devices of everyone. As the guys were coming in, they were taking phones from the table, anything valuable they found on the table, mobile devices, they took them. And then they also threatened to shoot one of my associates, Gilbert. In fact, at the point they asked him to follow them outside, and they threatened they were going to shoot him. And in fact, one of them, even from what I hear, was telling the other that she shoot him. You know, that was what Gilbert told me, and then, but they didn't. Thankfully, nobody was shot, and they walked away. So that's the much that I know. I can speak to what happened here today because I witnessed it.
People that came here today, I noticed the one of them. I recognized him because he was here on Friday last week. Then I was telling our security that you should not allow any stranger to be staying around here or to park any vehicle here. And I was telling him that because it's good for a security purpose. And this thing that just happened just a recent, my boss sent me that, okay, my boss sent me that I should go and buy some sweet for her, and I came back. The our boss sent me to go and, I came back, I meet my boss in the office. He now said that he wants to eat, so let me go and buy food for him. Then I wanted to come down, he came down from the steps, and now just enter from the backyard and hit me. I said I should not talk anything, this and that. He now point a gun on me. I was very scared. He now pushed me that I should tell him direct to our real boss. That is why I just get there. As I just get there, he was slapping me, maltreating me, that let my boss bring himself, so that if not, they would deal with me here. Then my boss was very scared that he don't want anything to hurt me. He now stand up and said, okay, let them take everything that they need. And I even collected my phone. That is what happened, because as we first came, they came without any uniform or any gun. They come in personal, because you will not even notice something is going to happen.
Can you imagine? Now, what is actually his offense? They say is defamation. Is defamation a criminal offense that you now bring in armed or uniform security personnel as they claim to be? Because it has been confirmed that they actually arrested him or abducted him. By one Afe Babarola or whatever they call him. And this is just what this guy said, which is an undiluted truth.
I'm saying that Afe Babalola corrupted the judiciary. And in corrupting the judiciary, it came across my practice. When I came across it, I challenged it as a lawyer and I fought it to the point where he could not enjoy the fruit of his exertion in the Supreme Court. In writing the letter that he wrote to the then Chief Justice of Lagos State, Ayomide Philip, he libeled me and I sued him for libel. And when I sued for libel, the machines of corruption went into overdrive, and a case that should never have been killed at the preliminary stage was killed. If Afe Babalola was the only person who is licensed to enjoy that level of impunity, that's different. It's not about him. It's a system-wide problem. You simply can't get justice from the system.
You heard it. Now, if this guy so claimed that he was defamed, let him go to court. Why involve and hire police to do their dirty job for them, as usual? You know, this government we are in, they are trying to silence anybody. Any voice they cannot buy over, they try everything possible to silence him. And that is exactly what is being displayed here. But we are not going to give up. People like us, we keep speaking, even to the faces of oppression and very wicked government that we have in Nigeria today. Let every Nigerian speak out. Let every Nigerian keep posting it. Because this guy wrote this book. I just hope every Nigerian will read it. You know, Africa, they say if you want to hide anything from Africans or black man, put it in a book. But that is not the case. Africans are well in it. Across the globe, they are doing fantastically well. So if you can get hold of this book, in fact, I want to be a distributor here in the East for this book. Anywhere and anyhow you can get this book. That is exactly the order of the day. We knew what happened in 2023. Not just that, before then and up to today, we all know that the last hope of a common man, it is no longer the court. It is only the last hope of top politicians with big connection. Yeah? They are the ones that have the last hope in the court to gazette their rigging of election. That is what we have seen. So, if they say that Nigeria judicial system is not a criminal institution as positioned by Farotimi, let them prove Nigerians otherwise. The world is watching. We are a mockery of ourselves in the name of a country. Nigeria is an embodiment of impunity. I keep saying it. We are no longer talking about fighting corruption. Nigeria itself, corruption and impunity have become an institution. So, why try to hurt the messenger leaving out the message? Nigerians, what do you have to say? And how do you react to this news? And why don't you try everything possible to escalate not just this book, but this incident until this guy is free? You may not know who will be next, but we are not perturbed. We keep preaching, we keep speaking out. The only thing you can do is to support this effort. Don't let these voices die down, because they are the only people holding the candle of light of hope for the freedom of the oppressed Nigerians. We are just the very few in this country boldly speaking it out as it is. The least you can do is to give us your support. Share this video. Drop your comment. Let's have your opinion on this. I still remember Suchiro Peters, the advocate for good governance, preaching this gospel until the oppressed Nigerian people are free from bad governance. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.